Hello, everyone. I want y'all to help me out. You've got to help those of you that are already in here and let us know how it sounds. Hopefully it looks okay and sounds okay. We're so honored that y'all are hanging out with us tonight. I think this is our first live. I know it is our first live on RevStoration. So we're going to title this RevStoration Conversation. So hello to each of you. We're honored y'all are hanging out with us, if you will, tonight.
Richard said, "Sounds great, looks good."
Thank y'all so very much for letting us know that. Yeah. Let's see, how can I start? Of course, if this is your first time here, if you're here, it's probably not your first time here. But of course, my name is David. I go by Rev here on YouTube. This is my lovely bride, my boss, my better half, my prime rib, my sugar mama. This is NikkiT. So we're honored y'all get to hang out with us tonight. We're looking forward. We've got a lot of cool things we want to share. We want y'all to be able to share some of the things that y'all have going on, maybe in your car careers. I know there's a lot of you that are here that we have met already on YouTube, and there's some that we have only met here in the last few months. Our channel is what? August 15th until now, so a little bit over 4 months, and I think the last I checked, we're over 7,500 subs. Boom!
Mind blown on that.
Yeah, I mean, y'all are so awesome. We thank y'all so very much for doing that. We're amazed. We never thought this channel would take off like it has, but we're honored that so many of you are subbing and are a part of the channel. Man, craziness. Y'all are, it's a lot of craziness. So we want to welcome y'all. We know that today is, somebody said, what is the day before Christmas Eve? And they said Christmas.
It's Christmas. Somebody said Christmas Adam.
Christmas Adam. So Merry
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve or Christmas Adam to each of you that are hanging out with us tonight. We're looking forward to a good chat. I will go on and let you know there is going to be an upcoming video that's going to drop tomorrow. I know y'all don't have anything to do tomorrow. Like tomorrow's just, nothing to do, right? But if you've got a few moments, of course, Ole Puddin gets a new gas tank tomorrow. And I just saw someone that actually popped in. Let's see if I can find them. Yeah. Now, y'all have to give me an opportunity. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. I don't know if it is already here. Right there it is. Here's Big Al, y'all. Alan, thank you, Alan. He says, "Hey, Rev and NikkiT, coming in loud and clear. Merry Christmas. So happy to see you, Big Al." Y'all, Big Al is going to be spotlighted, if you will, on tomorrow's episode on RevStoration. Big Al was able to bless us financially and send it to the love box. And when he did, I told him his only requirement is that we used it on Puddin. And we purchased Puddin a gas tank, and we got it on. So once again, thank you, Big Al. Good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Here's another awesome, cool person. There he is. What the hell's? Hey, Jeremy, hope everything's going well with you.
His rendition of Burning Ring of Fire was pretty good.
Yeah, Burning Ring of Fire. That sounds like something after a hot sauce and Taco Bell. I don't know. Mickey Griggs, good to see you, Mickey. I heard Mickey talking a little bit ago that he was a Chevy guy. Tony, Uncle Bo let him know that I was a Ford guy. But, Mickey, we appreciate you hanging out with us. I can promise you that there's so many things. How can I say this? I'm not a Chevy guy, but I still love Chevy guys. So thank you so very much for hanging out with us tonight. Best offer queen.
Don't let him fool you, though. He is owned other things besides Fords.
Very rarely. Name for me the automobiles that I've owned that were not a Ford.
Chrysler.
I had a Sebring. Yeah, got it. It was a smooth rig.
Toyota.
I owned a Toyota. What a Toyota did I own?
Jeep Cherokee.
Oh, yeah. I had a Jeep Cherokee. What Toyota? You own a Toyota?
We were married.
Oh, yeah. What's yours is mine. What's mine is yours. That's right. Yep. So I did have a Toyota. We bought a Jeep one time. Yep. What else did we get? Sebring, yeah. Everything else has been Fords. And if we told you all the Fords that I have owned, we would probably be here for a long time. Y'all, here's a cool guy. Here's Mr. Jason, old car guy. Thank you for being here. Jason's going to be modding. Got a few others that we have turned blue. Thank y'all so very much for helping us in that. Ford, Chevy, Mopar. I love all. I have all.
It kind of gets Rev because I wouldn't mind driving an old, Chevy Camaro or it hurts his feelings when I say that.
You drive a Camaro?
I would in a minute.
In a minute? Come on, y'all. NikkiT would look good in a Camaro. I guarantee you that. Bobby says, I'm a Chevy guy. I got a 73 Chevy S10 about to restore soon. Awesome. I got a 68 F100 that I am in the midst of restoring. And I can promise you today has been a day. Here's a guy, Philly Picker. Didn't Philly just get to 1,000 subs?
He did on his channel.
Cool, Philly. Good to see you, man. Great. Good to see you in here. Y'all, the chat is like zooming.
Yeah, we usually try to say hey to everybody, but I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up tonight.
Robert's Garage says 68 Camaro. Yes, you look good in a 68 Camaro. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Ugh, what's up, ugly? Yep, that would be.
It's jumping like crazy. So
we're honored that y'all are in here. If we do not see your chat, if we didn't say you said something and we didn't say it, I can promise you it's not because we're not trying to. It's probably because we just can't see it.
You can try to put it in all caps. I'm going to try to pay attention over here. On the YouTube stream.
Yeah, I don't want to be asking for anything, but I think those big YouTubers say super chats, and now I understand why it's so easy to see those. Yeah. Blood Sweat Leroy says his first car at 19 was a Ford Taurus wagon. Awesome. I tell you, I'd love an old Taurus SHO, something with a little bit of a few more ponies under the hood. I think a little bit more horsepower, I think, would be good. The Hudson said they really enjoy the Oldsmobiles and the Buicks. There's a Buick that's for sale. I don't know if y'all watch Vice Grip Garage. If you're car people, you probably do. But if you watch that, you'll probably notice that there was a LeSabre that he worked on. There's one almost in exact condition of that, really close here. NikkiT probably won't let me buy it. I probably wouldn't buy it. But it's a cool thing.
Bobby Streaming Tech said they saw the truck, saw Puddin, and his father had a 1966 F100.
That's one of the things I'm glad you, Bobby, I'm glad you said that. That's one of the things that we have just adored, and that's probably not a cool like garage talk thing, but it's something that it has been really, really cool for us. One of the cool things for us is that we have been able to hear so many car stories from so many other people. There have been chats. I've tried to write back. I think I have written back to everybody that has commented on our videos. And there's been a bunch of comments. The ones that I really enjoy the most is when people talk about when they were kids or working with their father or their grandfather and car stories that they have. Y'all, that's truly a blessing. Jason, old car guy, sent a super chat, more Ford parts. He knows we need that cash for them Ford parts. I bought a few today. I can promise you that. Yes. So, Jason, thank you so very much for that super chat.
I want to say hey to Frank real quick who popped in. He's been a fan. He's been a supporter of ours for a while. So, hey, Frank.
Hey, Brother Frank. Good to see you. When will you make a video on the Jeeps you have sitting? Have you ever had an old Ford? Yep, there is a Jeep. There's an old Willis Jeep that is my dad's, one that we will be getting running again. I actually think the motor may be stuck on it, so we're going to probably lube up the cylinders and come back. And after we do that, hopefully she'll break loose again and we'll be able to hear that rig run. That one hasn't run since I was a kid, so at least 30 years.
May even have a tree growing through it.
Yes, probably got a few trees growing through it at this time. Richard, thank you so very much. Yes. Pinto is a Ford, just saying. I would love an old Pinto. I'd love a Pinto with a 302 in it. I'd drive the wheels off that rascal. Sheldon Benson said, I have a 2011 Ford Crew Cab with only 55,000 kilometers. Must be one of them Canada fans. So good to have you hanging out with us. Yeah. Brought new in 2011. I owned a 2011 Ford Crew Cab when we were in Alaska.
Well, you sure did.
It was a sweet rig, too. I wish I had driven it home from Alaska back to Georgia. But we were in a hurry to get back home and did not have the opportunity to do that. Crazy Ryan, I believe the reason for the season, sometimes I think Jesus would drive a Ford. Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt. I don't know what Jesus would have driven.
It was a Honda.
Yeah.
Because they were all in one accord.
It would be yeah. Oh, dad joke. Already bringing out the dad jokes.
Sorry, guys. Had to put it out there.
Y'all know what disease the dog got when it ate all the Christmas decorations? Tonsillitis. All right, y'all don't
sorry, guys.
I'm sorry. That was tonsillitis. I thought tonsillitis was good. How's your old man doing with the Mustang? Joshua, we're going to be getting back on the Mustang. My dad actually owns some purchased some new drums for the rear, and we're waiting on those to come in. We'll probably do a brake job on it in the next video on that in that series and get the rig running again.
Hey, George. Infamous George is in here. Want to say hey to George.
Hello, Infamous George. Good to see you. So that's one of the things that we're going to do on that one, Joshua. We're going to get that rig running again. He's purchased a lot of new parts. Actually, those are coming from Summit, and for whatever reason, it's taken forever to get that done and to get them here. So it'll be coming up. It's really been a little bit chilly, and
it's been colder here.
It's been a little bit colder for a Georgia guy. Now, any of y'all that are from up north or any of that, y'all probably think, "Oh, this cat don't know what he's talking about." It is by no means is it. Here's George. Hey, George. By no means is it cold here, but I can promise you it's cold for us in Georgia. So that's just one of the things we're dealing with. Smoking flips. Jesus would most definitely go with a Chevy. He would. I don't want to argue about what Jesus would do. He would probably. He reaches to alls. So I'm gonna leave it there. Hey Joey, what's up, man?
Hey.
Good to see you. Rebuilt my first engine, a 265 Chevy and a 55 Chevy. I was 13 years old, my brother's hip. Don, that is absolutely awesome. I remember my dad pulling a 289 out of the 65 Galaxy when I was probably 12 or 13 years old. I remember him having a chain right between two trees and a cumberlong to jack the engine out, and then push the car out, drop the engine, picked another engine up and dropped it in. It's not just been me. It's always been use whatever tool you have. If you don't have the tool you need, you use the tool you have. So that's a neat story. I'm sure there's been a few of us that can tell some crazy stories like that. What a cool thing. I think Jesus would drive a Lincoln.
Somebody asked you, Terry Robinson said, what do you think of Studebakers?
Studebaker, wow. You know, one thing about an old Studebaker is it would be a cool thing to restore, but we're going to get into a little Mercury talk here in just a minute. Mm-hmm. Studebaker parts sometimes are difficult to come by. So, of course, that's another reason I like the old Fords is because they made so many of them. And certain years of Fords, you can almost, like a Mustang, it's a catalog car. I mean, you can virtually buy every part and piece off a Mustang, and you can just about buy the parts and pieces and put a new one together yourself. Now, Studebaker, you got to look for it. You got to buy 2 or 3 cars to try to make one. So that would Studebaker would be pretty cool, though. Mm-hmm. Have you ever watched Classic Mustang 429? I have. I appreciate you pointing that out. That is another. That's a good channel. Yeah. No doubt. It's cold here in Maryland, also. Yes, I'm sure it is. Faster Pastor. I love that name. Faster Pastor. He said Jesus would have been a Chevy guy since he walked everywhere he went. Oh, boy. I'll tell you, shots have been fired. Yeah. Shots have been fired. Look at here. I'm restored a 1963 Studebaker Avanti with a 289 supercharger. Man, I bet that's a sweet rig. Old 292 Y block. My dad got rid of a truck recently. Well, before we came back from Alaska, that had a 292 Y block. We put a fuel pump on it, got it running. That was a sweet rig too. Joey asked, "Can you work on my Tesla?" Good Lord, you'd need a computer and glasses and gloves. I mean, that thing's too shiny for me, Joey. I don't think I could work on a Tesla. Maybe I could, but
I think Puddin was already being old cantankerous anyway with us working on another car, working on the old Merc. I think Puddin got jealous.
All right, y'all, there is going to be in tomorrow's video that's going to come out, you're going to see us installing the new fuel tank. Once again, thanks, Big Al.
Yeah.
And as we install that fuel tank, get everything set up, we drive it in the video, we drive it, goes well, come back, get it up this morning, go to move the car, move the truck. I'm wanting to go doing some Christmas shopping. I'm wanting to go in Puddin. So I go to crank Puddin up. I get him, get it cranked up, get it running, and letting it warm up, and the engine cuts off. No gas. So I'm thinking, what in the heavens could have been going on here? I mean, I just put a new fuel tank in it. So I'm going, can't get it running. So I'm swearing without a doubt. I don't swear. I'm thinking without a doubt it's got to be the fuel pump. So I went, did all my Christmas shopping, got all that done in my 99 Danger Ranger, and came back, got all that situated where it needed to be, hidden in proper spots, and got all that done. I bought a fuel pump. So put fuel pump on it. What else did I buy? Oh, yeah, I had to get the blinkers working. Had a little rust on the fuse box, so I cleaned that up and got my blinkers working again. So I'm going to take Puddin now. After I get everything done, I'm taking Puddin for a ride. I got to go back to get another Christmas present. So I crank it up. I go to the gas station. Oh, yeah, I also got the fuel gauge working right.
So you had to ground it.
I had to be grounded. So I drove to the fuel station. I got me some gas, filled it up. This about maybe 100 yards from our house. And then probably another 30 yards, there's a Burger King. Well, I'm cranking up. I'm getting ready to boogie to where I need to be. And old Puddin puts me down in the Burger King parking lot. And I mean, not only would it not crank, I worked on that booger. I had so much gas all in my Fu Manchu. I was sucking gas, trying to get gas to come up. I'd get it running and it shut off. I'd get it running, it shut off. I'd get it running, it shut off. And I didn't say any anti-Sunday school words, but I can guarantee y'all I was not too happy with Puddin. And I couldn't figure out what it was. I knew I just put a new fuel pump on it. That couldn't be what it was. And I had a can of carburetor cleaner in the truck. That tells you RevStoration's always ready. So I squirt some gas, some carburetor cleaner. I actually squirted the carburetor cleaner over where the metal line goes into the fuel tank. And when I turned the engine over, I saw it suck it down. It was sucking air at that point. So now I'm, 200 yards away from the house. I've got a metal line that won't go down into the fuel tank. It's sucking air. It ain't ever going to pump gas. So what did I do? I found a little lock washer, a little mini lock washer. I threw it down into that hole so that the ferruled end of that would, it's got a little hole like this, and then it's got the ferrule end that goes in, and that ferrule end's got to come all the way up and got to be tight so it don't leak. I got that rascal tight. I cranked it up. I came right back to the house and went and got a proper fitting and made it work. So Puddin, once again, is restored and ready to take a long, long trip. It's got a full tank of gas. I believe right now I could drive it to Florida. You think we're going to take it on? We're going to NikkiT's, folks. It's about 2 hours away.
Oh, no, we're not.
You want what? You ain't.
No. Test drive will have to be on another day besides Christmas.
Yeah, test drive most certainly will do that. Eddie Trammell, good to see you, brother.
Old school picker popped in. He said, "Hello, all. Good friend Rev Resale sent me this way. Ever heard of him?"
Oh wow, that Rev Resale's a good looking fellow. Is all I know. I know that fellow's a good looking. What up? What's up, OSP? Good to see you.
Somebody said they were surprised you didn't tie the gas tank to the hood of the truck.
I would have done that. That was my first option, but I didn't have any string, and I didn't have all of my rubber line was here at the house. Lucas, all the way from Brazil. What's up?
Hey.
Hey, man. Good to have you hanging out with us tonight. But that story was tough. The driver on down. Tim Turner, what's up?
Texas, yeah.
Tim has actually, mentioned we had a conversation yesterday on Instagram. Tim's got a pretty awesome cabin that he built and told us to come by and see it. So, Tim, good to see you tonight, brother. So it's one of those things that Puddin was it was pretty difficult getting the rig.
Seeing the new rig roll into the driveway.
Yep. Pretty rough. Y'all know who Santa's favorite male singer is? Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley?
No.
Not good.
No.
What do you want for Christmas, Rev? Santa's watching. Wow. I got all kind of wants for Christmas, but I got a few needs too. When y'all see us taking off some tires and everybody's saying you need this, you need that. So man, one of them impact wrenches, that'd be sweet, but I don't know what Santa's got.
Never know.
Whatever Santa brings me, I'm going to be pleased with. I can promise you that.
Curacao. Right there. Hi, greetings from Curacao.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
I think that's Caraco.
No.
Isn't that?
I think it's Curacao.
What is it? Is it Caraco or Curacao? Which one is it?
Right.
Probably neither one of us, but man, that's awesome. So good to have you hanging out with us. Again tonight. Rev wants some basketball cards. I tell you what, we love them basketball cards. My son is actually in the other room right now watching the Hawks beat up on the Chicago Bulls. None. That is the right. It's probably way wrong. Curacao. That's right. That's how you say it. Curacao is where Andrew Jones was from.
Okay.
Is that correct? Andrew Jones, and
I apologize for pronouncing it wrong, Michael.
I think Andrew Jones, which was Atlanta Braves center fielder back in the heyday, and a few others. So
Curacao. Okay.
Yeah. NikkiT has it. Curacao.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Andrew Jones. I got that one right. I know Andrew Jones was from there. Elfs is in the building. Thank you, brother. Elfus is in the building. I see that. This one says, I still have all the old tools from my dad's used car lot from the 60s. Tim, I know those were, people couldn't buy those from you. Those are yours. And, man, that's cool. PD, another good one, says, I need an impact cordless wrench and a breaker bar. Yeah. Oh, Lord, Don Jones just said go Mets. Oh, my. I'm a Braves fan here through and through.
Oh, Mickey Griggs said roll tide. Oh,
roll tide. Mickey Griggs. We got some good friends that root for Alabama. And I believe Alabama's going to have a cakewalk to the championship again next year. But next year is going to be Georgia's year. I just do believe it. 100 in the chat. Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is pretty cool.
It's like, pooh, that blows my mind.
Yeah, that's one of the things that it's just been go Dogs. Show me pickers. Ain't no doubt. Go Dogs. Red Sox in my neck of the woods.
Yep.
They didn't have too good of a year last year, but not too bad.
Yep.
Around the bowl, down the hole, roll tide. Let's see. Bobby says, RevStoration, I know a good channel called Classic Truck Restore.
Rescue.
He has Rescue. I was reading it wrong. We have all the kind of old trucks, and it's a good channel to watch. Have to give it a watch and see. I'm an Alabama fan. Roll Tide, but go Dogs always. My dad would say I'm working on a Ford. Just get me a hammer. Yep, I've used a hammer a time or two. Yeah, I'd probably need a brass hammer. I need a sledgehammer. Clemson all the way, and Colton's going to be crying. Clemson's got a good team as well. They got a good quarterback, no doubt. Yeah, John, Show Me Pickers was in here. It's good to see you. John. Robert Vance Jr., another one. Hello from South Bend, Indiana. Just getting here. So good to see you, brother. That's the one that's watched the channel from the very beginning. Mr. Dewey Gill. Bill Burton was a center fielder in the Braves heyday. Yep, those were some good years. The Braves. I've been a Braves fan my whole life. I guess as far as back I can remember, Dale Murphy and Glenn Hubbard and Bob Horner, and that was probably as far back the Braves that I could remember. Stick with Jesus and Fords and you'll never go wrong. That's exactly right. Never been in a hole or Ford or Jesus couldn't get me out of.
Tim said his wife is from East Tennessee. She's over there just to talking.
I'm sure, Tim. I'm sure. 1957 all the way back to that one. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, y'all. Here's going to be, we have 107 of y'all in here, and y'all are truly a blessing. Here's a question. You worked on Ole Puddin today, Rev. I'm going to need all 8 fingers and both thumbs. Yep, I got it all done. I did mess up a red shirt, so sorry about that, NikkiT.
I haven't figured out how to make him take off the good clothes to work on the cars yet.
I'm one of those type guys that if there's something that needs to be done, I get to it.
He gets dressed to go do it.
Yep, so I don't get dressed to go do it. I need to do that. You make that T-shirt and I'll buy it. So that's one of the things we most certainly need to do. So here's I don't want to throw any bad talk. I don't want to throw any bad talk in here, but I think I'm gonna break some news. I know many of y'all have watched the last 3 videos have all been on my 1965 Mercury. It's a Mercury MontClair. She's a sweet going to town rig. I mean, when we bought it, I thought, man, this is going to be one we're going to be able to shine back up, put a paint job on it, get the motor running and flip it. Me and NikkiT, we cranked that rascal right on up. I mean, it was easy. What do we have to put on it?
What, recently?
No. What do we have to put on the car?
On the MontClair?
Yeah.
What don't we have to put on the car?
All clothes are good to wrench on cars with. I agree, Big Al. NikkiT doesn't agree, but I agree with you 100%. All right, we had to put points and condenser.
Yes, points and condensers on there.
And then we had to put a sparkulator, sparkulator. We had to put the what is it? What's the thing that blew my hand up? We had to put a coil. Y'all don't know how to say that word right. Coil. But I had to put a coil on there. Coil. I put a coil on it, and NikkiT went to crank it. And many of y'all noticed it in the video. I actually told her to shut her down because I didn't want the video to just be that simple. Then we talked a little bit more and cranked it right back up, and it actually idled. Carburetor had been sitting on it forever. It idled. At that point, we were super excited about the MontClair. Yeah. We were excited about the MontClair. The next day, I jacked it up. Jacks failed, did all that just to put new tires on it. Went and got a brand new set, about $600 worth, brand new set of wheels. Maybe I didn't need to tell NikkiT that. But I put these brand new set of tires, not $600. What am I talking about? They were $89 a piece, so they were $360-something, $369. I ain't going to put that much money in no set of tires. So we got the 15-inch tires, put it on there. But when I was pulling off the back, let's see which would it have been, the back driver's side, pulling that wheel off. No, it was the passenger side. I was jacking it up, and it's got the plate up underneath where the frame comes to the side, and you're supposed to put the jack on it and jack it up. When I did, I noticed dirt was falling out, and I thought, what in the world? And the car wasn't going up. It wasn't dirt, y'all. It was rust. Yeah. That whole box on the side was just completely rusted out. The other side was rusted, and the frame rail right in front of the back axle has maybe 1/4 of an inch of meat on each side is all that's left. So here's the sad news on the MontClair. Yeah. The MontClair may just be holding a 390 and a good transmission for me. I have purchased probably $400 worth of brake parts that we're probably going to take back because I really don't know if I can salvage the frame. The drip rail all around the trunk is rusted completely out. The trunk's got a lot of rust in it. I thought the tank was good, but the tank's got rust. Front hubs, I'm going to need front hub and drums, which is all one piece. So it may be, if I look at how much these sell for that are just in good running condition, I really don't know if I can put that much money, because I'm not going to get the money back out. It's not a car. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not a car that I have sentimental value in. It's not a car that at this point, that I have a bunch of money in. So I don't think I'm going to have to throw a lot more money at it. I don't want to put a lot more money at it. Terry Miller says put it in Puddin. Puddin could hold a 390. I think it had a 360 and 390. It came with a 360. It could hold it. But actually now the 289 in Puddin's running good. I've been looking for maybe a 64 Galaxy, a big Ford, something I could drop the 390 in. I'm going to hopefully be able to find a rig to put it in. If y'all have a 60 model Ford that could hold a 390, hit me up on the Instagram or hit me up on RevStoration@gmail.com, any of those. And if it's something we can work out, maybe I would like to do it. Rev, now you understand the plight of us Canadians. PD. Oh, this caught a cramp. Oh, PD, I tell you, this
Your
car
age
was
is
it is, and it's hurting. From where when we looked through the car, where was the car originally from? You remember? North Dakota.
Yeah.
So the car was originally in North Dakota. They drove it from North Dakota down to Georgia. So I'm sure some of the stuff they had on the road and all that kind of stuff. Oh, my leg is
Somebody
cramped.
asked what was in the bank bag in Breezy's trunk. I think it was just papers. A whole lot of papers.
Oh, yep, I'm hurting. The bank bag. One of the things that many of you have said, where's that one at?
Nope, you passed it. It was Mr. Harold Hughes.
Harold Hughes, sorry if this has already been asked, but just what was in the bank bag was in Breezy's trunk. Breezy's trunk was really cool. It had all of those Chevy hood ornaments, so we're going to clean those up and see if we can get a little bit of money back out of those. But the bank bag, y'all saw me get the bank bag out, put it on the trunk of the car, and open the bank bag up. And then when I was opening it up, one of the things that I did is I just put on there no cash, but I didn't show the contents. The reason why is, Harold, all of that stuff was like banknotes. It had a lot of names, it was actually a check register in there. It was just a lot of personal stuff to the previous owners. Both the man and the woman had passed away. So it was just one of those things. I just didn't want to share that just because I didn't know if there would be any personal information that I didn't feel comfortable sharing on the YouTubes. So that was the reason. I wasn't trying to be climactic. My dad, the old man, actually messaged and said, "Boy, you what was in that bag? You left us kind of a cliffhanger." And I said, "No, Daddy, I put in there no cash. That's all I was looking for was cash, and there was no cash in there. It was just all personal information." But thank you so very much for asking that.
Put the 390 in the Fairlane.
Eat a banana. I needed a banana and a salt pill right there. Man, that rascal, it caught me.
Somebody said put the 390 in the Fairlane.
390 in the Fairlane, yeah. Well, the Fairlane has the original 289, and that was it's actually a pretty sweet engine in the Fairlane. I would really like to bring the Fairlane here and probably do a little bit more work on her. But the Fairlane has the 289. That was first year the 289 was in there, and it's actually got the badging 289 special. So I think it's a pretty rare rig. And we actually found out that the 66 Mustang is a pretty fair rig, a rare rig. It is a 66 Mustang, and if you look on the side of the Mustang, there is no chrome. They had the chrome inside the little indentation on the side, 66 did. But in 66, they were trying to sell the inline sixes, so they did a limited run with no holes on the side. They had a console, and they had a chrome breather on the 200. That's my dad's Mustang, and it has all of that in it. I think there was a very limited number of those made, so it's actually a pretty rare 66 Mustang. So that's another reason that we're not going to pull it out and put and put that in. Here's old Hank from Hamiltonville Farm. So Hank, good to see you, brother. Hank is someone that has helped me a bunch on the side. Here's Rusty Rod. Rusty Rods is actually the one that called the issue that I have had on Puddin with the ticking in the motor. He said, you need to check those, those valves could be coming loose themselves. And that is exactly what was going on. Hank, I just turned you blue, brother. But that's exactly what it was. We put some stop nuts, lock nuts on it, and it's been working slick as it can. So Rusty Rods, thank you for your help there. 66 Sprint Edition. That's right. It was a what do they call it? Sprint. What was it called? Limited, something like that. So it was.
Did you see what Mr. Sadie said?
Nope. What did Mr. Sadie say? You want to read it for us?
He said, I thought your little black book from high school was in the bank bag. And you had to hide the evidence.
I guarantee you, if it had been in there, I would not have called not one of them numbers.
That's funny.
Not a one of them. NikkiT was the only one in my black book.
You funny.
I ain't going there, Mr. Sadie. Thank you so very much for pointing that out. Yeah, if y'all haven't watched Hamiltonville Farm, old Hank, he's always getting into something. He got fired the other day, but he's doing good. I think he's doing all right.
Yeah. So it's sad about the old Mercury. It was
this Breezy was one that I was really wanting to bring back. I know many of you on the channel, the views on those videos kind of went down. I think it's pretty good on this channel to not do the same type video like Puddin. I need to do Puddin Mustang, Fairlane, Puddin Mustang, Montclair. So that's something we're going to be trying on the channel and doing some different things. Bobby said, Rev, my dad's old 66 Ford truck had a toolbox on the side of the truck by the right back wheel. I think those came on the 250s, maybe. I think had that. Maybe it was a 100. But man, that's a sweet rig. Yeah. Lou Roberts. Oh no, I went to Dewey. Lou, what's up? Hey brother, stopped in real quick to drop a like, show my support, and say Merry Christmas to you and yours. Yes. God bless. Lou Roberts, thank you so very much. Supported the channel. Thank you for all your comments, your likes, and Merry Christmas, brother. Yes. Where'd Dewey go? There's Dewey, another great supporter of the channel. Want to read that one?
My friend in the early 70s had a red 66 convertible with a 206 and a 4-speed.
Yeah.
6 and a 4-speed, faster than you would think.
Up to 45. That's exactly right. I've owned a 200. It was a 170. It was in my Falcon. And I actually put a 200 in it. And when I was driving, it was a 3-speed on the column. I dropped a clutch in it one day. And I put a different carburetor on there, and I had the linkage tied to the side firewall. Maybe you didn't know this, but I was dropping the clutch, and when I would, the car was revving whoom, and it shut down, whoom, and it shut down. What happened is I'd broken a motor mount, and when it would rev up, the engine would go up, and when it would go up, it would just floor the gas pedal, and I wasn't doing anything. It was just going whoom, whoom, whoom. It was bad. I'm going through, I was pastoring in Millen and going through downtown, and that car was just I had to squall a tire, it shut it down, and I just had to, it wasn't squalling the tire.
That's why I don't panic when he when he has the gas tank sitting in the motor when he's moving the truck.
I just had to cut it off. I had to cut that one off. Hank, thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
Lunch on me. Love the videos. Hank, you're awesome, brother. Thank you so very much for doing that. PD said Miss Breezy was amazing because I never saw a Montclair ever. Yeah. I still want to get that back window. Boy, she's got a lot of chrome on her. I just don't know what we want to do with the body. I just don't think I'm going to be able to bring her back. I hate that.
It's a trademark, that sound effect. You just
yeah, I need to do that. Land Craig, what's up?
Hey,
Land
Craig.
Sharp Picker, good to see you. Any regrets on not getting that Falcon that you looked at, Harold?
I think it had a lot of the same issues that we're finding out that.
Yeah, that rig had a lot of rust on it as well, in some weird places. The body looked fine, but then when you started looking a little bit more, I mean, there was rust in places that I didn't know. Not rust through, all the way through, and stuff that would have been difficult to repair. There is a 63.5 Falcon that I have looked at. I hadn't told NikkiT yet. That the guy was working, he was wanting to convert it and take it from it was a 170 to take it from the 170 and put a 289 in it. Interior in it was really, really nice. The guy hadn't sold it. The body was pretty good. It needs a paint job, but I would leave it as a 170 probably. So that's a Falcon. I'm thinking it may show up on the channel before too much longer. You think? NikkiT? Now look at that. Look at NikkiT's face. She just looks so excited. Looks so excited about that. I bought a 66 Breezeway last summer. I thought, like you did, that I could get it on the road, but same problem, frame rust. Glenn, I think that's one of the problems with that old rig and all those big Fords and the big trunk. I mean, the trunk just went back so far, and I think so much weight's putting pressure on that point on the rig. I mean, I could, no offense to Jerry, but I could jerry rig it, but it just wouldn't be right. And I don't want to, I don't want to put a car back on the road, put a lot of money into it, sell it to somebody, and I will divulge everything. So, Glenn, that's one of the issues. I hate that, brother. I know. Does Georgia cars have a lot of rust? The ones that I buy, John, the ones that I buy, they have to have a lot of rust because I can't. That's one reason I like Fords is because I can't afford anything else. And NikkiT won't let me get no real nice rig. Most of the no, I'm just kidding. Most of the rigs that I pick up has rust, but we're in the South. It's not as bad as maybe Iowa and up north. Some of the places that get a lot of snow, man, they got a lot of rust. So not as bad, but the ones that I buy, if I'm buying cars for $1,500 and less, they probably do have some rust in them. David, what's up, man? I didn't say hey to you already, but good to see you.
So he wants to hear some more Alan Jackson comment.
Want to buy me a Mercury and cruise it up and down the road. Yeah, I like that. I like that song. There was some actually others that sang that song. That sang that song before Alan Jackson.
Yeah.
Did a good job on that too.
Yeah.
My first car was a 60 Falcon with a 144 2-speed automatic trans. I've owned one of them too. 2-speed high and low. Remember that? It'd shift one time when you was going down the road, top speed, 50 miles an hour downhill, but I loved it for $50. Don, I'd double your money right now if you still had it. Yeah. We had remember the 61 4-door deluxe Falcon I got from Eric? I owned one, got it, rebuilt the carburetor, and thought it was transmission, but it wasn't a transmission. The carburetor was bad. I rebuilt the carburetor. That started my carburetor business that started the car restore business, that started the resale business, that started this channel. But I rebuilt the carburetor and got it running really good. 61 4-door deluxe, solid car. Wish I'd never sold it. Didn't have a lick of rust on it. Nowhere. So, I'm in Ohio, Rust Belt here, Tom. I'm sure y'all get come up the East Coast. For us, is half price here. That's what we need to do, Mickey. Need to come that way. Mr. Sadie says, do you ever have any steering check issues on highway speed with your Ranger Rev? Dealing with this now. I'm replacing everything. Mr. Sadie, that's one thing my Danger Ranger has dealt with. I've owned it since 99. And that thing has eaten front tires. It has it got shake at running speed, I guess about 65 to 70, but about 80 it levels off. But yeah, it does have a little bit of shake, a little bit of vibration, but we've been with it so long, I've sort of gotten used to it. Get the tires balanced, get everything done. I've had it fixed and had put a lot of money in the front end. and about 4,000 or 5,000 miles, it comes right back. Just something to deal with.
Yeah.
So y'all got any questions? We're 45 minutes in. 129 of y'all are in here right now. Y'all are truly a blessing, a great blessing to us.
And we apologize to anybody we did not get to personally say hello to. We on our other channel, we try to do that, but this chat's going so quickly and it's jumping so much. It's been hard to catch everybody. So for those that are coming over from our other channel, we want to say thank you. You have supported us from that channel to this one. And we love each of y'all. We thank y'all who are here now on this channel. And we love each of y'all as well. So just a quick thank you and hello to everybody who's in here.
Hey, y'all know how to tell, a dogwood tree is a dogwood tree? You know how to tell?
I don't know, it barks.
Tell it by its bark.
You're going to have to put a limit on your dad.
A limit? Come on now. That was a good one. I really enjoyed that one. Stephen Pear gave me a thumbs up for it, right?
Yeah.
Old car guy said other channel. Yeah. Rev Resale is our other channel. We own a resale business, sell a lot of stuff on eBay, and NikkiT does on Mercury. So we've had that channel. Been fun.
Ooh, I like that question. If this channel blew up and you could buy any car you wanted, what would you get?
Whatever NikkiT wanted, John. Whatever. See, I did that.
Kidding.
That's Christmas right there, brother.
The dream car, if I were going to buy one, would be Eleanor. If you've ever seen Gone in 60 Seconds, what was she, a 65 fastback Mustang?
Sweet rig.
Eleanor.
60, maybe.
66, maybe?
Yeah, somewhere around there. I can't remember. She's sweet rig.
Eleanor. Yes.
We'd get her a going to town rig first, though. NikkiT, what are you driving now?
I drive a Freestyle, Ford Freestyle right now.
Ford Freestyle, sweet rig.
With a CVT.
Yeah, with one of them transmissions that if you hit the brake too hard, you got to cut it off and
No Raptor yet, Steven, but that's...
She would do a Raptor. For me, if there was any car that I would buy, any that I could get and restore, it would be a 63.5 Ford Falcon. Sprint would be best, but just one with a 260 in it would be sweet. Yeah. If there was one car, my dream car, that would be it, 63.5 Ford Falcon with a 260 in it, preferably 3-speed, preferably a Sprint, but Eleanor was a 67. That's what Don, 67, 68, Don.
Shawshaw's here. She says, you know what Tifton spelled backwards? Know what Tifton is spelled backwards?
Don't know. Shaw.
Let's see.
Well, no, I'm trying to say it.
Not fit. Not fit.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Yes, I would love an Eleanor. Eleanor would be sweet.
Yes, I would love an Eleanor. Somebody said, are you going to make any more videos on pudding? Scooter, there's actually one dropping.
Scooter, there's one that will be coming out tomorrow. I've got to render. The video is finished on my software. I've got to render the video, get it uploaded. So I know you don't have anything to do tomorrow on Christmas Eve at all. There'll be a pudding video.
Not a busy day.
Y'all watch the pudding video all the way to the end. I always encourage you to do that. But at the very end, of course, the family shows up, and we wish all of you a very Merry Christmas. Yeah. So we do that at the end of that video. So you can just skip to that video if you want to, and that would be fine. Tom said his favorite car, I assume. Y'all do that. What would be your favorite rig?
Yeah, your dream car.
72 Torino fastback. That would be a sweet one too. Jesse Brown, thank you so very much for the super sticker, $2 super sticker. Thank you very much for that. This channel has been awesome. This channel has been it is monetized and is bringing in a little bit of fun. So y'all don't feel like you have to do super chat, super stickers, but we're honored by every one of y'all watching the commercials and going through that. Y'all are awesome.
Yes.
Merry Christmas from Michigan. Merry Christmas from Georgia. NikkiT is throwing something at our cat, scratching our doorpost, and it's going to lose its life.
Chad Rhodes said he jumped on. He's been cooking Boston butts.
Woo! Chad, where you at, brother? I'm going to smoke.
What time's it going to be ready?
I'm smoking some ham for tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're going to have ham and all the good stuff. Somebody said a 1959. Did you already say that?
No, I didn't.
Did I?
Harold, I'm sorry. Edsel station wagon. That would be a sweet rig. That front end of the 59 Edsel 68 fastback is dream.
Yep. That's a gorgeous car.
Wish I had my old 72 F100 back. Those are some, F150. Yeah, sweet rig, no doubt. Let's see, anybody else?
Channel tips to share was the next question.
Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead Garage. Y'all, Left 4 Dead Garage has a channel. Y'all go sub to his channel as well. If you like our content, you'll like his. I wish I had channel tips. We put this out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm putting in a lot of work in editing the videos and trying to make enjoyable content. We're trying to be genuine, trying to be ourselves.
I think that would be one of the biggest tips that we've learned across both channels is just be who you are.
Don't be somebody else. Don't try to be Vice Grip Garage. Don't try to be Derek or any of those.
Just
you can't be. It's too hard to try to be someone else. So just be excuse me. That coffee is getting to me.
And don't drink coffee before live.
Yeah, don't drink coffee before live.
If Richard is still in here, would be his advice.
Let's see. This one, the 59 Cadillac Eldorado. Sweet rig.
Would be my favorite. 1960. I take
63 Vet or 69 Hemi Roadrunner.
Wow,
that's a sweet rig. There is no doubt. It jumped. I think
it jumped big time.
Jumps.
Merry Christmas, old school Chris.
COSB.
Thanks for coming,
Harold. Thank you very much for the $5 super sticker. You're a blessing, brother. Thank you so very much.
Merry Christmas, Hudson's.
71 dots. Datsun
240Z.
Sweet rig.
Rusty Rod says, "What's the other channel?" It's called Rev
Resale. We're not doing any content on it right now, but it's a reselling channel where we do buy and sell stuff on eBay. 64 Chevy, you got sitting in the graveyard, Tim. That 64 Chevy is going to make. That was my grandmother's neighbor, and he owned the car, and it's actually a good running rig. Hopefully we can get it running again. It was a good running rig about, 10, 11 years ago. So we'd like to get that one back on the road as well.
He said his dream car is a 66 and he's had her since 68.
Wow. Tim said he's got his dream car and he's not letting it go anywhere.
I'm a little jealous. Can you tell?
Yes. Frank Hall Jr., Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas, Frank.
Riley Hogan says, I'd like to buy a 70 Mach 1. My grandfather bought brand new for $2,260 and a 66 Mustang.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, no way we could buy those cars for that. You couldn't get the bumper for it. One day, my dream, a 70 Mustang Boss 429 with a 4-speed. Sweet.
Yes.
It just jumped, y'all. That was...
This chat is hard to keep up
Yes.
with. What does your fish plaque sing? I don't know.
Take me to the river. It's something like that. Take me to the river. I've got a few of those. One's a trout and one's a bass.
What's your thought on a 6.0 diesel? You would have years of content, Jerry, Panama City, Florida.
Yes, I'm sure I would have years of content. My dad had a tractor that ran out of diesel fuel today, and he said it took him about an hour to get that rascal primed back up. Didn't have a primer valve in it. So I'm going to stay away from diesel probably. But it would be years of content, no doubt. 57 T-Bird, 427. Sweet,
John
Don.
said he could only afford Hot Wheels.
Where's John? John, I see you, brother. I can only afford Hot Wheels. Me too. I've had a few of those.
Chad said he tried to get you to come work on trash trucks with him.
Chad has shared a bunch about rust and rats and wires and everything he deals with on his trash trucks.
The Mercury, talking about rats and rodents.
The video did not do it justice. The whole underside of the hood was loaded
with nest, and
with
then the
nest.
entire back seat and floorboard was their restroom.
Steel is that's not good. They eat and poop right at the same spot.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
71 Monte Carlo, sweet rig.
I wouldn't mind having a Stingray either.
Stingray, yeah, just
Just
Stingray. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. I'm working on a 75 Maverick. I've owned a 74 Ford Maverick.
I actually liked that car a lot.
Green 302.
That was a good looking car.
We pastored in Millen, and one of the youth got in the car with me, and he said, "This old car won't burn rubber." And it was 3-speed on the column, and I dropped the clutch, and I burned through second gear. I put a line through our parking lot in our church. Can y'all believe a church would hire me and keep me on staff? This is another thing, y'all. If you want to hear our messages, friend me on Facebook. I wish there was a way you could tell me that you've seen it from this channel. Our services are streamed on Facebook Live, Porterdale Baptist Church, every Sunday. And
I share it on my personal page, and he shares it on his personal page.
Yeah.
His usually won't be shared until later on his page because his phone's in use filming. Mine is shared right away.
Yep. So if y'all want to see the messages, I even sang last Sunday. A 69 Torino Talladega, yes. Sweet rig.
66 Chevelle.
Big Al said 66 Chevelle, no doubt. Yeah. There's some real performance there.
240Z.
Put the motor in the Jeep, Chad. Good. Yep, that's a sweet rig, Jason. Ain't no doubt.
Hey, Alan.
Hey, Alan. Good to see you. Hello. Whew.
We put it on YouTube. I don't know what channel going to use yet. Okay.
Wow. Awesome, brother.
Old 59 Apache.
Yeah. 100 likes. Thanks, everyone. Yes, congrats, Rev. Thank you, Mr. Sadie. Thank all y'all so very much for doing that.
Oh, Scold. Well, happy birthday. Early. His birthday is on Christmas Day.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a good thing and probably a negative. Hopefully your folks always got you and everybody gets you a Christmas gift and a birthday gift. Yeah. So happy birthday. You share a birthday or a celebration of a birthday with a pretty awesome cat.
Yeah.
Favorite years I've owned my first car, 1971 Scout 2. I just about bought one of those the other day to restore. 1970 Torino GT 351 orange and black stripes. I'd take both of them. Sweet rig. It just jumped, y'all.
I hope I pull a rookie race.
77 Maverick. That's a sweet one. 88 Cavalier convertible. I'm sure there was a lot of fun in that rig too. 68 442.
Yeah. Old Cutlass.
I think we
jumping.
I'm jumping, just looking for cars. My Impala is straight garbage, but my dad wanted it, so I couldn't let the old man down. No doubt. 56 Crown Vic. That's a sweet rig.
77 format. Oh, sorry.
Oh, 66 Galaxy. I owned a 66 Galaxy. I have to share my 66 Galaxy story. It was also at the Millen Church. I rebuilt the motor, had the motor rebuilt. We rebuilt the 352. I took the Green Dot. So it was a Ford-O-Matic transmission. I took it out and rebuilt it. But the rebuild kit had the wrong rear seal for the transmission. So I left the old one in the housing. And I would be going down the road, and if I would get on it, it would spit transmission fluid out the back onto the exhaust and smoke good.
Was that the blue one?
That was, it was it would have been primer color because I took all the chrome off.
The one that sat in the yard for so long?
No. That was a 67. 4-door, 2-door. It was a 4-door hardtop. That one was 67.
We actually sold.
The 66 was a sweet rig.
Sold my dream car when we moved to Alaska. We actually had a 66 Mustang that was given to us just for free.
Yep.
And we had to get rid of it.
69 Charger would be a sweet rig. Yeah. I used to own a 71 Maverick Grabber. That was a fun car. Rebuilt the 302 and sold it. Terry, that is a sweet rig. My dad owns at the family graveyard. You've probably seen it. He owns a 70. I think it's a 71 as well, but it's a Comet GT. He's wrecked it probably 78 times. But it probably ain't going anywhere either. Hudson 72 Gran Torino Sport with a 4-barrel.
Rosilla said 69 Charger. If you saw that one.
Did I miss Rosilla?
I went under Crown Vic.
Oh, there it is. I did. I think I said the 69 Charger. That's a sweet rig. There ain't no doubt. Said he's working on trying to get this right. 72 Gran Torino. I've already said that one. Hey, Dylan. What's up, man? Good to see you. Dream car, 60 Impala wagon. That's a sweet rig. 390 from the Mercury would look great. Bring old Lazarus back to life. I tell you what, it'd be 78 Chevy Bonanza pickup truck. That's a good one.
Somebody said, is the Mustang a Sprint 200?
It is a Sprint 200. That's what I was trying to say, Scott Smith. It is a Sprint 200. Does not have the chrome on the side. Does have the chrome breather without the snorkel, and it does have the interior does have the column. No, what am I talking about? It does have the console. That's the word I was looking for. So, Scott, it is one of the Sprint 200 Limited. 64 Ford Falcon. That's a sweet one. Yep. Hank, thank you so very much for being here, brother. Merry Christmas to you.
Riley said, why do you think the Torinos never took off in value like the Stangs did? They were track raced back in the day, also more pricey cars to buy new.
Yeah, the Torinos were just bigger cars. I mean, they were fast, but they never took off. I mean, the Torinos, the big fair lanes, they actually had a big 1970 Falcon, I think, is a sweet, pretty rare rig. Really don't know why the Torinos didn't take off, but I guarantee you I'd like to own one.
Yeah.
Chad, working on a 78 Nova, 2-door hatchback. 74 Super Beetle, I call Skeeter.
I love it.
Cool.
73 Ford.
65 Fairlane is probably my favorite in the Ford family. You know, Mr. Sadie, a lot of people do not like the 65. 64, which we have. My dad owns 2 of those. But I like the old square tail lights on the 65 Fairlane. If it's a sport roof, I think there's really a slick rig there. 69 Z28. It jumped. No, it didn't. 69 Z28. That's a good one. Plymouth Superbird, no doubt. Let's see. 55 F100. I call Smithy. Oh, Smitty. I like it. I like it. That's sweet. Well, y'all, I think we have ticked over. We've ticked over an hour. Y'all have been an extreme blessing to us to hang out with us tonight. I think we will be doing more of these lives. If y'all are interested in that, in our conversation, we'll call it RevStoration conversation. I don't want to say we may do it once a month, once every other month, but we will let you know far enough in advance when we're going to be doing these lives so that you can come. We can have some car talk, and y'all can ask questions about what's going on in the channel, and we'll get we'll get all that. Get all that going. So yeah, blood, sweat. I don't, Leroy, just turned you blue, brother. Sorry we hadn't already done that.
As they come in, like I said, it's going so fast. It's been hard to catch.
So I will say this. So we'll be doing more lives like this in the future. We thank y'all so very much for hanging out with us. Remember, tomorrow it's going to drop tomorrow morning, sometime tomorrow morning, probably around 10 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to drop our most recent video. It's going to have a little Merry Christmas there in the end. But we'll say even now, we thank y'all. Jason from Powder Springs.
Oh, that's not too far.
Not too far.
Not too far at all. From Merry Christmas in Curacao.
Curacao, that's right. Thank you, Michael, so very much for hanging out with us tonight. Old Car Guy, thank you so very much, Jason, for hanging out with us. So everybody that's saying Merry Christmas, we love y'all so very much. Jesus is the reason for the season. We celebrate as believers the incarnation that Christ, that God himself came in human flesh, that he could then have, then we could have Easter, that he came, he lived a perfect life, died cruelly on the cross, rose 3 days later. So that's the reason we celebrate. We love y'all. We thank y'all so very much for watching. And as always, got anything, NikkiT, anything we need to say before we close out?
Just thank y'all so much for being here once again. It's mind-blowing to have 150 people.
Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Thank you for watching the channel, and we look forward to a lot of great lives, a lot of great content coming up. Y'all keep watching. I promise you we'll keep making it. Yeah. We love y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Deuces.
Bye, guys.
May God bless.